Special thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing access to the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build, doing a little midweek build, but here we are today in Nordhaven, which is the brand new world in the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, and we are building a tattoo parlor slash warehouse loft apartment kind of thing where you can live above the small business tattoo parlor. So I wanted this particular build to look like the shelves that surround this area. Unfortunately, I did use different windows on the upper floors, but the lower floor pretty much looks the same. So I thought it was very cool and it would just tie perfectly into this portion of the world. This particular lot was called Inked Inlet, which I thought, oh my gosh, that's like perfect for a tattoo parlor. And it's a great little location. And yeah, a 20 by 20 lot, so it didn't have to be too big. I kind of like the smaller lot sizes. I don't know. It's making me realize that I don't need as much space as I think I do when it comes to building, because you can really fit a lot in a 20 by 20 size lot. But before we go any further, if you are happening to pick up any kind of expansion packs or even the Business and Hobbies expansion pack, feel free to use my creator code. It's just TheSimified. You can enter it at checkout on the EA app, and that will go to provide a small commission to support me as a creator. And yeah, no pressure if you do use the code, but thank you very much if you do decide to support me. But anyway, back to the build. So I originally thought downstairs on this first floor that I was going to have like tattoo rooms, and I was going to have like 4 different areas, but then I realized how big the actual tattoo tables are. So we end up having 2 rooms. So we will change that out a bit. We also have a small office down here and a small toilet, and this just becomes like a back entryway kind of exit. And then upstairs we have this loft space, which will become the lofted living space. So this particular floor is like the living, kitchen, and dining room. And then the upper floor is the bedrooms. And there's 3 beds and 2 baths in total. And there's also a rooftop space with like a little room upstairs where I put 2 painting easels, a treadmill, and I want to say something else, but I can't think of it. A bonsai tree, but that's not, I feel like there's something else that I'm missing that I put up there that's skill building. But I did put like a barbecue grill and stuff on the rooftop. So very cool place to live indeed. Just doing some accent walls here. I brought in it's actually wood, but it looks like metal. Black portion that's on the exterior inside a little bit. And then we keep with the same bricking all throughout. Just doing different accent walls here and there. This little area that you might see by the front door, I thought that would be like a check-in counter, even though Sims don't need to check in. The kiosk I do slide over, so it's right as soon as you walk in. And then I thought I would kind of customize the little tattoo rooms a little bit, so they do look unique and different in their own ways. I do include a sink as well in here. Not that Sims need it, but you never know. And then obviously some tattoo related clutter. So very cool. Just putting in some lights around to make it feel more warehousey. Dark curtains. I feel like it kind of fits the whole like dark grungy warehouse aesthetic. So I think it worked well. And I really do love those like wall light, fairy light kind of pieces that you can kind of put together and make something really cool, like the string lights there. Very cool how you can make all the different shapes and stuff. And then we have the staircase there, which goes up to the livable space. This is the little office we're putting together now. Grab some stools, change the colors, kind of make it feel like I will eventually hire employees. So I will have, other employees. So I kind of felt like it would be customized to them. Like, someone likes pink, someone likes yellow, whatever. But you can change the color swatches if you don't like them. This is just open space. Did put a couch, but not really necessary or needed. I did put in a tablet at first, and I realized that's not the sketch pad. So we do swap that out for the proper sketch pad so that way your sim can practice drawing tattoos on the sketch pad and kind of building their tattoo skill. So yeah, if you do want to grab this build, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery. Here is the gallery listing. I just called it Ink in the Lines. I thought it was such a cool creative name, and you would better hope that they are inking within the lines. Otherwise, you're going to have a really crappy tattoo. But yeah, it's just a 20 by 20, 3-bed, 2-bath, 123,702 simoleons. So it is quite expensive. You will have to obviously register as a small business, but all of the areas are set as far as what's publicly accessible, which is mainly the whole first floor, and then what's residential, which is all of the upper floors, including the roof space. So I just felt that that was the best way to do it. But yeah, in order to make it a functional tattoo parlor, you will have to register it as one when you grab it in your game. So yeah, just figuring out some landscaping. We do take those flowers out, but I do leave the bushes in the cubes. This is the downstairs toilet. It's nothing special. It's just a toilet and a sink stuffed in a room, kind of. So it's not supposed to be anything special. It's just there for need purposes. So just doing some tattoo ink clutter. And that was really it. I didn't fill in the shelves completely. That way it gives you room to kind of put things you want. And you might have seen that like open for business kind of sign there on the wall there. I actually swapped that out for a larger one out on the sidewalk. Much easier to click on once I actually found that in the catalog. There is a small business catalog section, so that's nice. And I kind of had those in there because I was like, there is a sidewalk like business sign. Is there not? And I found it. So that's much easier. And yeah, I think I swap out the business sign that's on the inside for a burglar alarm because, you know, we do have burglars now. So, I mean, unless you turn that feature off, but it's important to protect your business because they will steal the tattoo table and they're not cheap. None of this stuff is cheap. So, you know, anything you can do to protect your business. Doing a little neon sign of the tattoo there. And then we move on to the upper floor. This will become the kitchen. I thought it was a great spot. Kind of tucked in the corner here, and I do a nice little wall of windows. These are just business and hobby windows, I think. So yeah, and I don't think I mentioned, but this build is actually just base game and business and hobbies. That's where I was getting the game from. I was getting ready to say base game. But yeah, so it's just those two things. You don't need any other packs or kits, so it's very cool and a very solid build. And it's amazing that I'm able to put together an entire build like this with just base game and business and hobbies. But that just goes to show how much like build and buy is with businesses and hobbies, but also just the base game itself and how, you know, it kind of still works even for today. Put a TV over here because I seem to be forgetting those. I also did forget the mailbox. So you might not have seen a mailbox, like especially when we get towards the later part. And then when I shared it to the gallery, I was like, uh-oh, there's no mailbox. Yeah. And then what the game did was actually auto-place the mailbox right inside the front door of the tattoo parlor, like literally right there. I don't know that Sims could even walk in because it was literally right there. Like of all places that the game could have put it, let's just put it smack dab in the middle of the door where Sims need to get in. But anyway, so I did fix that on the gallery. So the gallery version is fixed and does have a wall mailbox now from businesses and hobbies, so takes care of that issue. But for those of you that already grabbed it before I fixed it, before I realized, you might want to grab the fixed version if you did, because I think there were like 8 people already. So yeah, just in case, but it's easily fixable. I mean, you could have just moved the mailbox, but I don't know. I don't like to have like little oversights like that. I try not to. That's not to say that I don't, but I try not to because I should know better by now. Like mailboxes are a requirement, especially for a residential lot. But I think in my head, I kind of forgot, you know, because I'm thinking, oh, this is a business. So I don't need to worry about the mailbox, but you do. So yeah, I need to make that a point to just not forget. Just putting in some curtains over the office space. And then just kind of finishing up the living space up here. We add some bookshelves flanking this door, which goes out to a small balcony. I don't believe I furnished that on camera, but I just added a table and chairs and then a telescope. So nothing like particular. And just putting the kitchen together because I realized, oh, I never really finished that. I kind of just put some stuff in and then left it. So we're going to clutter it up a bit, make it feel more lived in, make it feel more homey. do one of those like reward item milk cartons out there. And I did leave plenty of space for your Sims to be able to prep meals. There's, I think, 2 free counters. I just realized I forgot a trash can though in the kitchen. And I didn't put in a dishwasher. Not that that's a requirement, but the trash can kind of is. I'm so sorry. You'll have to, I think it would go great right in front of that window there inside the kitchen. But yeah, I can't believe I just realized I forgot that part. Oh well, it's all right. Just doing some decorative pots over here, and I do stuff a plant inside one of them. I was trying to find something that would fit in the larger one, but they all kind of looked weird. So I was just like, it'll just be empty. Maybe they didn't buy a plant for that yet. Doing a pendant light over the dining room table, and then moving on to the bedroom space upstairs. And I had to shift that light around because it was kind of in the open, just kind of hanging out there. So up here, there's 3 bedrooms, and then there's a main hallway bath. I also do add a ladder, which will get you up to the roof space right in the hallway landing space. So yeah, just putting some more windows up here because I realized there really was no windows up here yet. And then basically copying the exact same style throughout. I wanted to keep it very consistent and cohesive and all feel like it's part of the same building. And I have to say, this is like really nice. I really do like it. I'm really proud of myself. I don't know which bedroom is my favorite. I think I have 2. The 2 front ones that are like side by side that have the little built-in closets. Yeah. Because one's like a yellowy one, and then one's more like a neutral color and has like a custom bookshelf and everything. I don't know. It's just a little nicer. Not that the other one that's more of like, with the freezer bunny chair isn't bad by any means, but I just like the other one's more. I don't know. The hallway bath went together pretty quickly. I just found those lights again. I'm like, oh, I should really use those other places. But I do shuffle the layout of the bathroom because I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, what is this? I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. And it's also very dark in the bathroom. Even when I was finished and I thought that like the walls were doing it, but no. But I thought this was like so much better of a layout. Like have the tub in front of the windows, put the 2 vanities together, put a little potted plant there, like that just makes so much more sense than what I was trying to do before. I mean, we still kept the toilet and the shower where it is, but I don't know. It just looks so much better. I really don't know. It's nice to look at it and be like, what are you thinking? What are you trying to do here? Because this is not it. So, yeah, good thing I catch that stuff. But yeah, I really like how the hallway bath turned out. But again, it's just so dark in there. I don't know why. I probably should have put a skylight in there, but I don't think I could because of the rooftop like access room bit is like over this portion, kind of, maybe a little bit. So it probably would have seemed a little funny, but that would be something I could do to solve it. Lighting in this particular lot isn't bad by any means. It is a little strange though, especially like the build mode lighting, but it's all right. Yeah, this is the yellow bedroom going together. This is probably my second favorite. I just like how simple it is. And even though we don't have like proper closets, because I'm not using like Dream Home Decorate or anything, I did use like the base game closet clutter just to make it feel more, like an actual closet. And I just thought it was cool to have. Doing a little alarm clock there. And I put that in the other bedroom as well. And then doing this cool little like headboard shelf kind of thing, like above the bed. And it was made to actually rest that like cool painting that I've actually don't believe I've ever used before, but I thought this is like the perfect build to use something like that in because it's just bright and vibrant and fun, and it actually really ties and fits well with the theme of the bedroom, like pretty good. Base game rug to the rescue. I used one of those really large ones and just shrunk it down a bit. Same thing in here. I was like, we need more rugs because, I mean, there is like the business and hobbies area rug, but like, I don't want to keep using it. Because there's so many good swatches, but I don't want to keep like repeating and using them throughout builds. Because I mean, I will obviously, but like, yeah. So we do a nice little dresser armoire thing here. And then, yeah, I was going to use that base game bookshelf, but I didn't like how the books look. And I wanted to make something a bit more customized. We do a little like perfume nail polishy table. And I do a small desk with the laptop because I think that's the only one in the actual livable space aside from the office downstairs. There's the computer there, but yeah, just putting some books here using move objects because they don't snap to the shelves, but they should still be functional and actually work properly, and then doing a little like perfume thing there on the shelf and some CDs in the back. Yeah, even though there's like no music whatsoever, it's just clutter. And then putting in some curtains and some posters. And I did do this music neon like signage, but then I moved that out into the hallway here above the little stereo, which I thought was a good spot to put it. It's not in any bedrooms, so it won't wake Sims up. That's important because if you put the music in there, Sims will just come in and flip it on and then wake everybody up. No fun. This is just a little hallway table. Didn't really do much with it, just kind of left it as is. I didn't want to put too much clutter on it. It's kind of a place where you can kind of put stuff if you need to. But that is pretty much it. We're now adding the ladder up to the rooftop space, and I just shifted it over some because I felt like this was a better spot for it, and it kept it on the outer corner of the room, which is nice. Putting some windows up here and a door to get out to the rooftop. I used the new brick tiling from Businesses and Hobbies, which I really like. They have a variety of swatches, but I think it's really nice for this rooftop space. Oh, I put a treadmill up here. I don't know if I said that. But yeah, it's painting easels, treadmill. I was thinking about another tattoo table, like as a way for Sims to practice. I also quickly put in a games console and a dartboard downstairs because I thought, oh, these are perfect activities and just kind of dressing up the like loft apartment a little bit more. Do a little bit of those string lights. Those are also Businesses and Hobbies, but they hang from the ceiling, so that's very nice. And then some more of those like blow up chairs. I think they're from like the Blast from the Past login event. So I finished that, by the way. I don't know if I think it ends on March 18th, if I remember correctly. But I'm just curious, have you finished the Blast from the Past event? Did you get all the items? I did. It wasn't too bad, but the ending was kind of strange. Like they literally just had you do like one thing, like say goodbye, and then that was it, and then you got the rest of it. So the ending was a little weird, but I'm glad that I got all the items, even though I may have cheated to get some of the items, cheating needs and skills, but hey, I wanted the stuff. Okay, I free stuff, but when they lock it behind something like that, it's like, oh, this is frustrating. And not that I don't want to play, but like I don't want to play. Like I just want the items to build with, So, but I did just to get them. To be fair, so they're there. I did add a ceiling fan in this one bedroom, though. I realized I don't know if I really like it. I left it there, obviously, but like. When I was taking screenshots, it does hang kind of low. And I was like, oh, this is why I don't use ceiling fans. But I left it there. It's all good. It's just something different in one of the rooms. And that's, in fact, the only room that has a ceiling fan. So they're quite lucky, I guess. Just doing some landscaping now, and we are matching it to like the surrounding areas with these nice potted planters. This is just debug landscaping. Found the trees that are around, but I did shrink them down because otherwise they clip into the building, and I hate that when the landscaping clips, especially on the upper floors. It's like really, like a tree branch or something would be coming through the window. Like, no. I did find these cool like lights. They're actually used on the other side of the world. Like, well, not other side, but like the other side of the little like canal here that's off the front of the lot, but they're much larger, but I shrunk them down because I was like, oh, these are huge. But they're very cool. They're very modern and do provide some light, but not a lot of light. And then I did swap out this base game painting for another variety I found in the debug, which was like a play on the old base game painting that has like the llama and everything, and it looks like it has a raccoon. So I've never seen that before, and it did come with the pack, so maybe that's probably why. But yeah, it was just nice to use and something a little different. And then I was trying to figure out the rest of the lot, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this grass? So I'm like, let's just put the concrete everywhere. It just works better, And then I just put a couple more bushes out front here, and that is it. She's finished. So this is Ink in the Lines, a tattoo parlor / apartment loft living above. And again, you can grab it on the Sims 4 gallery. Very cool, very fun to play with. I actually moved in Doja Cat, which is she was shared to the gallery by the Sims official like Maxis account. So I grabbed her because like she's perfect. Like she has tattoos. She now has her own tattoo parlor. She will run this place. So this is hers. But will she live with anybody? Maybe. I might move her in with some other Sims because she just registered the business, so she's excited and happy. She was actually cheering because she, it's actually an official business now. And then there's the drawing tablet, so that's important. This is the front entryway, and then you can see the 2 rooms into the 2 tattoo rooms. This is the office downstairs. And then, yeah, just another angle of the office. You have like drawings everywhere, and because it's very like an artistic kind of skill, so you do need that. I also, when I registered the small business, I just left it as tattooing as the task, or get tattooed as the task, and then I limited it to ages of teen, young adult, and elder, and I don't think I selected anything else, but I don't know if that stuff carries with the gallery or not. It'd be interesting to find out. But I imagine since the business is registered to a sim, you're still going to have to register it yourself, even if you were to grab the small business residential from the galleries. So I don't know. I haven't really played around with that too much to figure out how that actually works and if it actually does stick. But I'm going to say it probably doesn't, because even when I shared it to the gallery, it doesn't say residential small business. It just says residential. And then there is the small business venue lot type, but your Sims can't live there. So yeah, I don't really know how that works. Yeah, I might have to play around with that a little more. But this is the hallway bath, and you might have seen the 2 other bedrooms. And then this is the other bedroom I was talking about. It's more pink, but I do like the little freezer bunny chair. I don't know if the eyes are supposed to be like that. I'm guessing so, because they're kind of like spray painted on. And then this is the rooftop, like skill building space, and just like a fun little garden area and a place for your Sims to kind of sit and enjoy the surrounding areas of Nordhaven. So yeah, really nice place. Nice place to live. But that's all I had for this video. I do thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon with another.